charming MC and I've just been upstaged on the first step, so, whatever. Can I get a round of applause for Joe and the entire venue, please? My name is Anthony O'Sullivan and we are here in celebration of the life of Shelton Lea. So a round of applause for Shelton Lea.
Yay!
Amanda Anastasi, who is the runner of the Mama Geeks and a fine poet in her own right, is looking to read for you now, so I'd like you to clap very loud for Amanda Anastasi. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for having me, Ken. I never met Shelton, but as soon as I entered the poetry scene, I heard his name mentioned frequently, and I heard one story after another, and it's wonderful to hear the stories that you're all telling tonight. What a character. These are two of my favourite Shelton poems, and the first one is called For Joel. I begin to feel what it is to be old. It's not the aches and aches that plague you, rather it's the death of friends. And you begin to feel that there's no one left whom you knew in the springtime of your youth. It becomes more difficult to look a butterfly in the eye as the carapace of age begins to bind you. And when perchance you care to glance at a daffodil at dawn, you find yourself enchanted. It is the passage of time, like the passing of a fly, that disturbs us. That constant buzzing of a dream, where you fall endlessly. It's as if the morning after had already come, and you are benumbed by that single fact. And yet you can see the superb tracery around a pigeon's eye, and the iris, so pink, and being blinked with such rapidity that you can barely catch it passing. And then grief, like a stumbling check forger, comes tripping across the threshold of my supermarket heart, and it's the one you don't try to arrest. And this is one more Shelton poem called The Elegant Farewell. The last time I saw you, John Reed, you bade me your elegant farewell. The long slipper whisper of your leg line as you smoothed into your car, your face like harlequin or pixie, your voice like rumbles afar. And it's curious to know, in hindsight, that this was your elegant farewell. It's what you said that got to me, in your sotto voce et al. Keep writing poems, Shelley, my boy, with Sunday a faint shadow at your side. Stay alive, and I bid you a fond farewell. So I'm going to read a few of my poems, and apparently Shelton liked to challenge and to wake up bastards, is that what it was? To wake up bastards. I thought this poem would be appropriate. Wake up bastards. Something along those lines. This is called The Confession. The rehearsals are over. The waiting room has been emptied. The flower-strewn teacups will not be served. Small talk will sit like vinegar on the lip. There will be no detour or bypass, no backspace, no delete. It will be a quick hurricane, this handful of syllables. The living room will fall silent. The ceiling will seem made of dust. The carpet will be turned over to reveal a mountain. There will be a parade and scrutiny of elephants. The butler to the masquerade will falter at the door. Watch the gates swing open. A scarlet innocent, a beating corpse. Sweep off the diversions. Look unblinking at the changed story. It is a slow arriving, this one true pace before the other. It will feel as a startling modulation. A record playing backward to reveal angels. A new line will be added to the map beneath the eyes. and you string to the grit. Older, yet younger, wiser yet clumsier, still with frailty at once clean and standing, resplendent in black, the truth. Just two more short ones. This is a poem I wrote after my grandmother passed away, and I think anyone who has lost somebody can relate to this. It's called The Second Circle of Grief. Is it your laugh I hear, carrying in the breeze? Language was never needed between us, so why would we need it now? The intrusion of the tangible is gone. The things of import we collected and labelled and attached commentary to, those paltry things. Now, the remembrance of solitudes, the present knowledge of kinship, the light silence we could never attain in the hollowness of full rooms, haunt me now as you never did when you were alive. There were times when I did seize you with the pure white orb of one unfettered with expectation. One of these moments, I hope, will outshadow the many hundreds of my absences. Last poem is sort of my tribute to poets and what poets do. We run our fingers over the shell of humanity, feeling for the pulse of its metal, the rhythms of its prejudices, the beat of its concord, drunk on the beautiful, redefining its boundaries, its height, its breadth, its colours, worshipping a horizon sweep and the vein of a leaf, the collected light of a city and the glisten in an eye, capturing a moment in the universe and the universe in a moment. Thank you.
Clap again for Amanda Anastasi, please.